Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-December 2019 general love reading. This is Mermaid Scales Tarot. Virgo, before I get started, I do want to say that I have restocked on my crystal sets and zodiac candles. Sorry guys, I did not know my crystal sets would sell out so quickly. I thank you for your patience as I have restocked. They're available online through my online shop. Go ahead and check out the description box if you're interested in a crystal set or a candle. Alright, let's get started, Virgo. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, and or stellium of Virgo. Not every Virgo is going to resonate with this reading. The intentions I set before providing these readings to you guys is that I provide the messages that people need to hear the most at this time. So if this reading isn't for you, Virgo, I suggest checking your different signs and different placements, because depending on the planetary aspects in the sky, those signs may resonate with you more at this time than your sun sign does. Crosswatchers, hi, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Virgo. Just please, Virgo and crosswatchers, keep in mind that if I'm describing a certain situation that you feel like the roles should be reversed, please go ahead and feel free to do that. You're more than welcome to flip the roles should you feel like that resonates with your situation. I'm just making Virgo the main subject of the reading because this is a Virgo reading. Finally, we all have divine masculine and feminine energies within each and every one of us. If at all during this time I say masculines or feminines, please know that I'm referring to the energies, not the gender or the sex. If anything is gender or sex specific, I will let you know. Alright Virgo, let's get started. Alright. So Virgo, this spread is going to be about whoever you're romantically or energetically connected to at this time. What they think about you, how they feel about you, what they like about you and what they don't. What they like about the connection and what they don't like. And what their highest hopes and deepest fears are for this connection. So let's go ahead and get this started. Ooh. Wow. Whew, Virgo. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. I'm getting this situation where you guys may not be in contact with each other, or there may be some sort of distance between the two of you emotionally if you are together. Someone may be struggling financially, but that doesn't have to be the case. I do feel like someone does feel a bit disconnected from you. Whether someone has ghosted someone in this situation, or someone decided to take some time to themselves, or there could have been a breakup here. But regardless, they definitely think about you. They still have feelings for you, whether they make that known or not. This is Pentacles energy. You could be dealing with a fellow Earth sign, another Virgo, or a Taurus or a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. But I'm getting this energy specifically, Virgo. They listen to songs, music, and they think of you and they vibe it out, feeling for you and remembering the connection you guys had. I'm getting a definite pain here, Virgo. They're definitely hurting. I'm going to clarify this. They just want a reunion, or they want this to be whatever it happened that made you guys separate or maybe disconnect. They want a reconnection here. That's a definite. But why is the Five of Pentacles in the background energy for Virgo? The Fool. So the Fool's here twice. You could be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius. You could have that in your chart, but it doesn't have to be. Virgo, maybe someone left you, or you left them. Whatever the case, someone feels a bit foolish now for doing that, and they really feel like they lost out on an opportunity, or that they are now in a much worse place than what they thought. Maybe some of them thought grass would be greener on the other side, but they realized it was a dry heap of dead grass, you know? Okay. With the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups, yeah. Wow, Virgo, so whoever decided to leave, or this is another energy I'm picking up on. Virgo, if they decided to break things off with you, I feel like you guys were hurt for a bit, but then you decided with the Fool energy, well, I'm not going to sit around feeling sorry for myself. I'm going to take on a new level, take on a new opportunity, and pursue it in a very optimistic way, because I see that's what they like about you the most. So that's for some of you. But others of you, I do feel like they're definitely watching your social media with the Page of Swords, but it doesn't have to be. I think they're coming to the realization that they should have always been connected with you, that you are their one. And this is definitely someone from the past. I know that's not everything people like to hear, but they just can't stop thinking about you, being with you, those good times you've had together. And they're coming to the truth of this. They're coming to the truth that when it was not better being separated from you, it's not better being away from you. They're longing for you, Virgo. But I almost feel like they're hitting themselves in the head for some of them. It could be vice versa too. If Virgo did this to you, they're hitting themselves in the head for thinking that it was better to start off somewhere else when they had everything with you. And this is the truth they're finally setting in. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, or you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Specifically, Scorpio, I'm hearing. And knowing with the Six of Cups, but it's a very much, they're missing you, Virgo. They absolutely miss you. And if you guys are together, it's as if they thought maybe if you guys are together and there's been some distance you've been noticing between the two of you, it's because maybe for a second or maybe for a bit they thought of what it would be like maybe to be without you, or to try other things. Maybe traveling has been on their mind, but it's like the truth came very clear to them that home is with you, Virgo. Home is not elsewhere. Home is not with anyone else or anywhere else, but wherever it is with you. And with the Five of Pentacles, it's like if this distance is here, they're really wanting that return, or that they want it to be where everything was. So a lot of messages there. How they feel about you is the King of Cups, more Scorpio energy, but it could be another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or it doesn't have to be a water sign at all, but they have a lot of emotion for you. They want to be that rock for you, that solid emotional care for you, Virgo. They do have a lot of love for you, but at the same time I am getting the sense that they're holding back their emotions. They have the cup, but they haven't fully reached out to you yet. I feel like they will though, Virgo. They will. Whether I'm hearing it's going to be by this time frame of whenever you're watching this, or I'm also hearing mid-January, maybe end of January. But they want to be there for you. I think for a lot of them, they realize they weren't there for you the way they should have been. Emotionally. They want to support you emotionally. They want to express their emotions for you. They have, this deep, deep, profound love for you, despite whatever may have happened. And I even feel like some of you guys are like, oh yeah, right. Then why did they do this? I mean, some people just don't realize what they have until it's gone, or until it's not the same as it was. For some humans, it's like as if it's a rude awakening. Until things get shaken up, they find the reasons and feel the reasons why they have all these feelings for you. I am getting the sense that this person liked to cook for you, or maybe you cooked for them, Virgo. They really liked your cooking, if that's the case, or vice versa. And I do feel like very soon they're going to tell you how they feel, and that they haven't been able to get over you, that they still love you, or that they still have feelings for you. They do have hopes of sustaining this. They do have hopes of repairing this, I'm hearing, especially. But what they think, Virgo, what they think of you is the Eight of Cups. I feel like, Virgo, strongly, they don't know if you're going to be ready or willing or wanting to hear what they have to say. As if, you may already be leaving, or they feel like you may already be over it. They feel almost as if that, especially the masculines I'm picking up on, masculine energies, they almost feel like, should they reach out to you, the feminines would not hear them out, not give them a chance, whether it's for a good reason or it's just a fear of theirs. Someone's definitely into gardening or growing their own herbs. Maybe someone has a herb garden. But yeah, it's just, they think you're not going to listen to them or what they have to say, or that you're already emotionally moving on from them. Let's go ahead and clarify the Eight of Cups here. Why is the Eight of Cups here for Virgo? I'm getting a sense really randomly that someone has a very beautiful singing voice. Someone has a very beautiful voice. Strength card. So some of you could definitely be Virgo, Leo, Cuspers. What else? The Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, I mean, really what I'm getting from this whole combination is that, Virgo, when this person may have started disconnecting themselves from you, or even left you, for some of you, it took you a lot of strength to work on overcoming the sorrow and the fear and the hurt and the betrayal and the worry that it put you through. They know they put you through it, Virgo. And they feel, although they want to, and they want to build up the courage to reach out to you, to explain everything about why they may have done what they did, or why they left, or why they become disconnected, I feel like they know they exhausted you with this, with the Nine of Swords. They left you energetically depleted for some of you. And you worked so hard to overcome that time of when you felt exhausted, drained, hurt, that it's like now you want to come back and say something. Now that I've taken the time to heal myself, now that I've taken the time to outgrow this, why should I give you a chance? They think that they really have no opportunity, but they see how wonderful you've been glowing. I mean, it's as if you have taken the time to really start working on you financially. Some of you guys have been doing a very great job at work. I feel like you guys are going to get promoted, or at least a raise, or a significant bonus. Some of you even threw yourselves into work after this whole disconnection happened. I do get the sense that there was a lot of sleepless nights. But I feel like the tables have turned. Now that one has healed, now the other is starting to struggle. And so they emotionally just don't think you'll be there. They think the ship has left the port. You've done your healing, you've done your growth, you stayed strong, you worked hard to overcome this Nine of Swords energy. So if you're not involved with a Leo, or either you could be involved with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, they just think you already left. You're not there. You're not willing to work on it anymore. Whether that's true or not, for some of you it definitely is, but others I feel like they don't realize that maybe some of you are just waiting for them to reach out. Again, that's not for everyone. What they like the most about you is the Fool. Some of you could have Aquarius or Aries in your chart somewhere. But what I'm getting from this, Virgo, is that you have a very light-hearted, enjoyable, youthful energy to you. No matter what your age is, you still like to have fun, you like to take risks, and you know, you're the kind of person that just goes for it. Whether there's a big risk or not, it's like if you like someone, you're gonna hit them up, you're gonna ask them out, you're gonna see what's good. And they like the fact that you're so daring for some of you. I'm also getting the fact that they also were kind of shocked maybe at the way, whether they knew how much pain you went through to get over whatever situation happened between the two of you, as there's many different ways this could have gone down, but it's like they saw that you were the one to just not waste any time. You got up and you kept it moving. You took whatever you had to take from that, the lessons, the struggles, the emotions that were necessary, and you left out anything else so you can move forward to newer and better and leave behind whatever wasn't meant to be for you or wasn't meant to be part of your life. You're ready for the new, you're ready for the next, and they kind of admire you for how strong you stayed through this, and how you're still just optimistic about what's to come next. Because you do want true love, Virgo. Some of you guys had like very long makeout sessions, and they just loved kissing you, loved holding you. They haven't kissed anyone the way they kissed you, or they just haven't felt that same feeling from a kiss, like straight up. I'm also getting something in purple leggings. I don't know, that's so random. Someone has purple leggings out there. That's a confirmation for someone. But they just find you as very confident, very youthful, very optimistic, and ready for whatever has to come your way. You will handle it. What they don't like about you is the Hanged Man. So this is a card of Neptune, so you could have Pisces somewhere in your chart. You could be dealing with a Pisces. I almost get that, I don't know, I'm feeling this way about the Hanged Man, which I usually don't feel, but they can never read you quite well. They kind of find you as very unique. You have very unique perspectives and outlooks on life, and they almost think that sometimes you withdrew yourself from them in order to like regain your energy, which I totally understand, being an empath myself. It's almost as if like they thought that maybe you didn't care about them as much as you cared about your own spiritual evolution, your own, like some of you, I'm getting the sense that from what they think, again, regardless if this is true or not, this is just what they think, for those of you resonating with this, that it's almost as if you took too long to really give them an answer about where you want this to go. And they were kind of tired of waiting. Whether it was like something where it was like, Jesus Christ, we've only been talking for 2 months. You want an answer now? or if it was just something they felt like it was way too long to wait for your answer to see if you were ready to take it further, or to really realize the connection that you two had together. I'm going to go ahead and clarify the Hanged Man as well. Oh, geez. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry. Why is the Hanged Man here for what they don't like about Virgo? I'm also getting this sense, Virgo, that sometimes they thought you were aloof, or that you just didn't care. Yeah, and here we go with the Seven of Cups. They didn't know what you want. They didn't know, like, where you stood in this. Even though I feel like some of you are like, what the hell? Like, if I hit you up, I'm interested in you. And it could be as simple as that. But for this person, I feel like they required a lot more emotional validation than what you thought was necessary. And so they always were confused about what you wanted, or what you thought, or how you felt. And it was almost as like this stagnancy of where you wanted to take this, or where they, you know, thought you wanted to go, was just very unclear. What they like about this connection, Virgo, is the Page of Pentacles. I mean, you quench their thirst, okay? Like, as if, I feel like, Virgo, you're someone who, the Virgos I'm picking up on in basic astrology with Virgos are very detail oriented, and you knew exactly what this person likes materialistically, like what their favorite food was, what their favorite restaurant was, what their favorite music is, what their favorite, you know, anything of that sort that's in the physical 3D. And it's like, you always knew how to intrigue them, how to, you're very charming, I'm getting from this. And they just like couldn't resist you. It's like they wanted to invest more time into this. It's weird. This person's very like back and forth. Because it's like, you know, Virgo took the time to get to know you, know what you liked and didn't like. Why were you so confused about how they felt? Just because maybe they weren't as emotionally expressive. But at the same time, it's like they liked the most about you is the Fool, like that you're very, you're very independent. You don't rely too much on other people. Not saying that you're selfish, but it's like, you don't need the constant confirmation I feel like this person may have needed, that you're interested in them. But they liked, I feel like for Virgo, like you guys gave like really nice gifts to them. Or maybe they gave you really nice gifts. Again, the energy could be vice versa. That intrigued them for a while. Someone has like a see-through lingerie of some sort. That's very, very sexy. They liked that. I'm also getting this time that maybe you guys had a candlelit dinner that they remember very fondly, whether that led to a sexual encounter or it's just very sexy. Someone did a candlelit dinner for someone for sure. Someone out there. But also, Virgo, I'm getting the sense that they were very invested in you. Until some points, they just decided that it was maybe better elsewhere. But I think that came from a place of uncertainty and insecurity, whether that was warranted or not. But they find you irresistible. They do. We definitely have an eye on you too. Just saying. Oh dear. Okay, what they don't like about the connection right now is the Two of Swords. Some of you guys may have blocked this person on social media, their phone number in some sorts, and they can't reach out to you, can't get a hold of you to really express that they want to try this again, or that they want you back in their lives, or whatever the case is. Others of you, I almost felt like, here, I'm going to clarify. What I'm kind of feeling from this for some is that they thought that you never saw how much they wanted you or loved you, that it almost as if they felt like you didn't care. But they know how, I don't know, it's like some of you are like very minimalistic in the way that it's like, you don't have to show me much. If I, hit you up, you should know I like you. Like that same mentality. Like, why do you think that I have to constantly be babying you or giving you this comfort as to knowing that I care for you in order for you to think that, I love you to any certain value or to any certain amount? Let's go ahead and clarify the Two of Swords though. Or they even just think, again with the Eight of Cups, that you're just not going to care, you're not going to give them a chance, you're completely blocking it out because you were just so hurt over the fact that they left in the first place. Why is the Two of Swords here for Virgo's reading? Really weirdly, I'm getting the word magenta in my head. That could be someone's favorite color. Oh yeah, the Lovers. So some of you are definitely dealing with the Gemini or Taurus. Is the Lovers card for me as a reader can be Taurus. I'm gonna get one more. These two want to come. Four of Cups and Four of Swords. Yeah, they don't like the fact that someone is really just unsatisfied and not willing to give this love a chance. I think they know they screwed up, and that now it's like with the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups, you're just unsatisfied. You're unsatisfied. And even though you know there may be a strong connection or a strong bond, they think, again, whether this is true or not, this is all in their perspective, that you are just completely 100 over it. And some of you are. But they're still hoping that there is a chance to break down these walls, to show you that they do have something to offer, not to reflect too much on the past and to really rely on this strong love that once you guys shared, or that is still that energetic connection that they still feel like you two have. The highest hopes is the Sun. I mean, this is complete happiness, fulfillment, enlightenment. I'm hearing wish come true, even though the Sun card is not usually a wish come true card. I'm just seeing like this illumination that it comes to the known reality and acceptance that this is something that was meant to grow. This was something that was meant to last. They have a lot of happiness when they think of you, Virgo. This is the card of Leo too. Leo came up twice. You could strongly be dealing with the Leo. Doesn't have to be. But it's like they had the most happiness when they were with you. They're really kicking themselves in the ass for A, leaving you if that's the case, or B, just like, I don't know, I'm getting this kind of petty thing. Again, it could be Virgo doing this to you guys. Don't want to piss cross-watchers off, but it's like this whole thing where they're like, okay, fine, they're not showing me this, and I'm just gonna leave them. And almost as if for some it was like kind of a bluff call, but it really started to bite them, and it really just didn't serve them the way they thought it was going to serve them, because you guys were like, well, fine. You know what I mean? But they just hope for the happiness, the renewal, the rejuvenation, the illumination. I mean, this is the happiest card in the deck. They want to be with you. And they want this to last, and they want this to grow. They want this to be forever sealed. And they're sorry. I'm hearing they're sorry. And they want to show you that they'll make it up to you. But that's their highest hopes. Deepest fear is death. I mean, do I need to say more? This is the card of Scorpio. You could have Scorpio somewhere in your chart. Could be dealing with Scorpio. But it's a done deal. You cut this shit out. The moment they did that, the moment they second guessed, the moment they detached, the moment whatever happened, as many different situations could be, it's done. The lessons were learned. Things were shared. Time for some was wasted. You're completely over it is what they fear, because they're not at all. They're not at all. They still think of you. They still think of being with you. They still want you. But, oh God, I'm feeling a lot of regret. And that, like, that's part of where this fear is coming from, is like, did I really end self-sabotage this perfect opportunity that I could have had with Virgo? Is it completely over? Is it completely done? And some of you, this breakup could have happened in November. Scorpio season specifically. It doesn't have to be. Alright, Virgo, for the likely outcome, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card in the extended reading if you'd like to see the likely outcome, and I'll use these cards for any sort of advice, any advice going into the end of December, heading into January. Go ahead and check out the description box for the Vimeo link. But before I go, Virgo, I will pull a card from the Romance Angels card and see what their intentions are, or if they can further clarify how they feel about you with these Romance Angels card. What's their intent with Virgo? Children. Okay, well, some of you could straight up have children with this person, but I do feel like for most, it's like this immaturity that they realize they were having in this situation. And they're really, again, like I've been saying this reading, still holding on to the hopes of fixing things with you, of being with you, reuniting with you, loving you. With that Sun card especially, it's like they're still thinking that they still have a chance, and they're still hoping that the chance is really there for them. I don't know, maybe you guys, like for a very small amount of you, you guys like shared a dog, and now there's like some problems of who's gonna keep the dog. That's not for everyone. Also, for a very small amount of you, I don't know if someone found out they're pregnant with this person, and maybe that's what's gonna fuel this hope for being with you still, that you're gonna be connected by this pregnancy, or even if you guys have children with this person, that's what's still like fueling this fire of still having hopes and being with you. But for most of you, I'm definitely feeling like this is the card of they were immature. They just didn't, they lacked that emotional stability within themselves that they finally had to leave in order to understand, and just expected too much of what wasn't necessary to give. And they just tried to play this immature game of tit for tat kind of thing, but it really just ended up hurting them. But they're still strongly optimistic, Virgo, that they will have a chance with you. Alright, Virgo, that was your reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Again, if you're interested in purchasing a crystal set or a zodiac candle that I handmade myself and intuitively chose the scents and the colors, go ahead and check out the description box for the online shop. We're going to go ahead and take this to the extended reading to see the likely outcome and any advice for you. Virgo, I love you guys. If this is where we depart, I wish you a happy holidays for whatever you celebrate during this time. My love is out to you, Virgo. I love you guys, and I wish you the best. I'll see you next time, and take care.